Welcome everyone to the African American Museum and Library. We have such a beautiful day planned for you. But before we really get into what's going to happen today at the Festival of Dolls, I want to tell you a little bit about the institution. The African American Museum and Library has 4 departments here. We have a reference library which has over 16,000 titles on African American history and culture. We also have a seed lending library where the community can come in and you can get seeds growing in small containers or large containers. And we also have an archives department with over 161 collections, like Ron Dellums when he was in Congress for 23 years. We have a part of Barbara Lee's, Congresswoman Barbara Lee's collection here as well. We also have the first African American school teacher in the Oakland Unified School District, Miss Ida Jackson. What about the legendary Motown designer, Henry Delton Williams, who created designs for Motown, such as Frida Payne, the Supremes, and our very own Lenny Williams, just to name a few. I'm going to take you through a short, brief tour of the institution. If you follow me, I'm going to take you to our reference library. As I mentioned to you before, the library has 16,000 collections of wonderful titles that when you come here, that you can research African American history and culture. However, you cannot check out any books because we're not circulating. I'm going to take you to our other department, let you get a quick view of that. And we're going to go right to my seed lending library. Started the seed lending library in this old-fashioned card catalog, as you see here. Well, it became very popular with the community, so I used to fill these up with seeds. However, now that we have expanded this wonderful catalog, we've expanded it to a department of its own. And I'm going to take you to that department. You see these beautiful jars with seeds in them, and you can feel free. Like if you like tomatoes or something, you just take a jar, take it over here, and then we have the small envelopes. You take out the seeds and put some seeds in the small envelopes and make sure that you ID them, and then everything's in numerical order, and you place them back. As I said, it's free to the public. You have not only fruits and vegetables, you have all organic and non-GMO seeds. So come by. I'd like to introduce you to the library assistant who's going to take you on a journey of the mural and this exhibition, Marco Fraizer.
Hello everyone, and welcome to the African American Museum and Library. We are now in our museum gallery area, and the first thing I want to show you is our museum mural that's here. It's called A Journey of Promise, and it was done by Patricia Montgomery and Daniel Galvez. So now we're still in a museum gallery, but we're talking about our permanent exhibit, which is called Visions Towards Tomorrow. It talks about the history of African Americans in Oakland, beginning with the 1890s. So as we go along, each of the panels, all of the information and things that we have up here in the permanent exhibit, all of the photos and things that you see actually come from our archives department. So these are collections and photos and documents and things that people have actually donated to us over the years. Each different panel that we have here talks about a different subject. So the timeline of this is not like in a date order, but it's more in a subject order. So these were business owners here in Oakland, California. T.J. Robinson had the gingerbread house here in West Oakland, and then Annette Bruce Hudson, she had the charm school, which was right at DeFormery Park here in West Oakland. Now we also have our panels here that talk about different interviews and things. And what you'll see on the touch screens here that we have here, each person, people are able to come in and see different people. So these are snippets of full-length interviews that come from our archive department. And what people can do is they can come in here and listen to different people that they're interested in looking at. So I will select one here and it will pop up on the screen. And these snippets are typically a couple minutes long. And all of these have been digitized, so they're also and are you're able to see those at home. So on the Online Archive of California, all of these can be accessed. But here I'll let you listen to a snippet of Maury Turner, who is also in our collection. And here we go. He's talking about his newspaper strip.
A long time, longer. It should have. Anybody else probably would have quit, but I
Would you
didn't.
believe we've been hosting this wonderful event for over a decade? You're talking about experts and the compassion that they put into their doll making is totally amazing. I mean, I am thrilled every year to see the beautiful dolls that they bring here, because I know what it takes for them to create these magnificent dolls. Now, with the Festival of Dolls, the ABDA organization, they bring doll makers from all over the world here to be in the African American Museum and Library, and it's totally an experience that you need to be here to feel the experience. I can't really tell you about it. You'll have to feel it. It's something that you feel. But I'll tell you one thing. We open at 10 o'clock till 5 o'clock. You will have people coming in and out of the African American Museum and Library once a year, and it's always in November. They come together to establish this wonderful experience with all these beautiful dolls for you, and guess what? You can purchase them as well.